It's all good.
It's all good.
I be having on. You have on yours. I don't sometimes. And we're live.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Oh, and I see you got you got that sexy cup today, Kia.
Sexy cup today.
Praise God. I don't got the good old concoction in your sweet kitchen, but this'll do.
Look,
I said, oh my God, I forgot my agave.
We on the road, living life and then having fun, honey. I am like, yes, that food is
looking good. I got my t-shirt on, honey. Good man still exists. I know, because I'm married one.
Woo!
So
girl.
We on anniversary vibes.
Ooh, right? I need that shirt. I need that t-shirt.
I got you one. I got a special thing called a boutique. I could hook you up for it.
And you got so many good sayings on them things, honey. Them things is y'all need to get pieces out her boutique because that thing is exquisite, okay? One of a kind pieces that only Precious will put on them shirts. And you know it's gonna be blinged out.
No, it's gonna be blinged out.
They're gonna see you from a mile away. Where you get that from? I Choose Me Bling Boutique.
Making your shine crystal clear. Because when you wear I Choose Me, you're really wearing yourself. Come on now.
Come on now. You are really universal. Who don't choose them? Come on now. And it don't say Versace. It don't say Gucci. It say I Choose Me. Come on, that's a signature piece. Who don't choose themselves? You better get you some I Choose Me, honey.
And if you ain't choosing yourself, honey, you got some work to do. Correct. That's some work to do. Well, good news is that I'll be able to go on and get the pre-orders in, but the color copy went live today. So all 3 are up and popping. So the orders, I'll be able to get my orders. So hopefully I'll set the orders today. So we can feel it, touch it, hold it, but all 3 copies are live. Shout out to the Dream Team from the top to the bottom. We'll have a whole launching series when we holding a book. Definitely think that show will all be together. So me, you, Melissa, maybe I'll have Essence in town. If not, I can send her that Zoom link. Yeah, I am excited because I am done in a way that this project is over. You know how that works.
One more project down.
One more project down. Go if I got a million more moments. If God
another day
more moments, I got a million more projects to do. So
renew your mind daily. We're done with that one. Renew your mind and let's see what's next.
That part. Good morning, Mama Faye. How are you?
Good morning, Aunt Faye.
How you doing? But anyway, it's a good. We are off an hour difference, so right now it's 7 something for me.
Yes, look at her, honey.
It's really 8 something for my body because, honey, I have not adjusted in a day. I said traveling and there's a time difference. First of all, you should have seen me trying to create the show yesterday. Every time I put it on, I'm like, wait, that is not the time. What is going on? So when I'm putting in the time for here, I'm like, okay, so my time is adjusted. And then it was like, well, you have to go, in my private group, you have to go and do everything manually. So it's like the time is off because this is saying CST time. And I'm like, if you looking at you like, what in the heck? Because I'd be like, what is CST time? So
ST. Yeah.
Good morning, Facebook user and Survivor the Survivor page. Thank you for joining. Where are you again? Right now, I'm in Montgomery, Alabama.
Come on now, Martin Luther
Shout out to Dr. Martin Luther King. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm hoping I'm going to get all them good vibes. Okay. Guess what the topic is? Do you feel you are being supported into your purpose? So that's a dream talk. Who knew? I think that's a good one. That's the topic. I just looked down at my phone.
Do you feel that you are being supported?
Yes. But we are headed to Orange Beach. So we'll be moving from here.
That's a good one. Do you feel you're being supported in your dream?
That is the topic. Are you asking me a question?
No. That's what I'm saying. The topic is.
I'm laughing. I said, wait a minute, I forgot. That's a good interview question. I almost thought I was getting interviewed for a second.
You wait till that daggone interview, girl.
Do I feel oh, absolutely, honey. I would not be where I am today had it not been for all the support of all of the people, whether it was a standing ovation, whether it was good job, whether it's, oh my God, I'm so proud of you, whether it is, how can I serve you? How can I edit? How can I invest? Can I buy a product? Can I donate a product? So, I mean, all of those ways of support. The biggest support, as I put in my book, is my husband, right? Because at the end of the day, everybody know that I am a dreamer. And so he's never like,
yes,
here we go again. Like every time I bring a new project, he's like, this is it. This is it. I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is the project I'm going to retire you on. So What the F is Your Mustard Seed is definitely in the high ranking of a retiree, retiring my husband book. Over 21 years in counting of service. So it'll be good for him to retire from the role of everything. So we all know, as we said the other day, he could do a million different things.
Correct.
Try to go to his house.
Try to go to his house?
Dr. Martin Luther King, you can go to his house?
Oh, you can visit his house.
Well, we might stop by the church. You think you want to take a picture at the church with me today? We're going to go there. Thank you, Ma. We are going to do that.
Oh,
I'm going to stop by the house. I want to feel the energy of the anointed, honey. And why did Melissa send me and Chef Ron a card yesterday? And it was saying that, like, right now, for our anniversary card, she'll pull something that was saying about your ancestors are pulling on you to take heed with clarity for the next chapter, which y'all doing. It was such a great card. I have to read it to Rondell. I was like, as soon as I go in, I'm going to read it. And I just thought about it right now when we talking about going to visit Dr. Martin Luther King, and then just thinking about like what purpose look like, right? It's the promise of today. And so when we operate in our purpose, we understand that we are actually going toward the goal, like, what we came to do. And so it's, that's good stuff. Good morning, beautiful ladies. Today are you, what is it? Or are you too fantastic?
Awesome today.
You too fantastic. We gonna put them both together. We both of those amazing things. So anyway, how was your night, boo?
It was good. It was good. Had a long day with Mom yesterday. Was out for a while. I didn't get home till like 5 o'clock.
What? You came home with the traffic? Well, you beat
I came home. I got in the driveway at 4:59.
Oh yeah. 4:59.
I got in the driveway at 4:59. So that was like, it was cool though.
It was cool though.
It was cool though. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
I had a good night. Yeah. It was
what you say? Go ahead, boo.
I said it was a good night. I ain't do nothing too much. I was tired, so.
What you cook?
What I cook? Oh, hamburgers and French fries.
Nice, simple.
Fast and simple, yep. Hamburgers and French fries. Put them suckers on the George Foreman grill. Made some French fries.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
Oh, yeah.
That George Foreman grill be like 7 minutes, maybe.
7 minutes, Dougie Fresh, y'all.
It was off. So it was good. It was good.
It was good.
Yeah. We even went to that bin store, girl. We stopped at the bin store. It was $1.
Did you find some stuff? Did y'all find me anything again? Look, I got baggies.
It was better than Thursday.
Oh, I forgot to get my mustard seeds. I'm gonna get my mustard.
Yes. I was thinking about, I said her mustard seeds are still up here.
That's okay. I'm just so, oh my God. And the ebook. So today I'll for the people that pre-order, like it's all online. If you go and order the ebook right now, it'll come straight to you at this point because everything is actually live. If you didn't pre-order What the F is Your Mustard Seed, and if you did pre-order, then once that order comes in, when you order through my site, you can't order through Amazon, but when you order through me, you'll get, that autographed signature. And because I always like to have symbolism with everything I do on what the F is your mustard seed. You'll also get a mustard seed that will be attached. So when we did 365 days of loving yourself to life, we did the, what did we do? We did the candle. So remember I got the illuminated candle. And so of course you can go on Amazon, but if you actually order through me, now I can't do 1 million books through me. That's what Amazon is for that #1 bestseller. So I can like wake up rich, but I can do what I can do right now. So if you want that signature, if you happen to order it online, and I got it a 6x9, a cute little carry, you're gonna want to take it everywhere because you never know when you're gonna have to ask yourself, what the F am I doing?
Come on now.
Pull that book out and open up the page so God can give you some guidance, because I'm telling you, there is anointing in the word. So with that being said,
you're gonna be like, what the F, honey? I have to go in that bathroom, that closet, and be like, Lord, go get that book, put it in that pocketbook, honey.
Put it in that pocketbook.
Decide, make a decision.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning, boo.
It's the wake up reach for me.
Shucks now.
Oh, it's the wake up rich for me. Oh, look, and I'm still that part.
Wake up rich, honey.
That part. I just want to be like, oh,
click of a button. Click of a button.
Want that passive income while I'm sleeping.
Come on now. Need
but
that.
Yeah. But it is a definitely
money in your sleep income, honey.
I want all them O's behind them, that CE behind you.
Come on now. When you wake up, it's possible.
Yeah. That part.
Click of a button from work you did one time, right? That's what we be talking about, that digital money.
That's that passive income, right? So we getting digital money. We getting digital money. Speaking of digital money,
come on now.
We have some amazing digital products that I just stumbled upon the other day by accident. Thank God I was all up in her business, like I often am.
Honey.
She about to got that old soul doctor, like, girl.
Yes, honey was soul doctor the other day. I was like, it's there. I just chill. I got them digital products. Okay. Man, listen, I got a credit ebook. Everybody know I talk about credit. So I'm the financial literacy person, just teaching you basic stuff. It's basic stuff that, you could just do to improve your credit. So I have a credit ebook that teaches you different things to do. I have a business book to set up business and how.
Kia, we got to stop you. You have basic stuff, as Chef Ron, our manager, is saying. Come on now. He about to start teaching these classes. He said you have basic stuff that is imperative. Mm-hmm. You making it sound like they could do without it. They can't do without it. This isn't.
I need them steps.
First of all, how much is that one download?
Only $10.
Only $10.
Only $10 that is gonna change your life.
Now, if you can't invest $10 into getting basic steps to enhance your credit and make sure you get in position to be able to be a lender and not a borrower. Come on now, because the word says that we will be lenders and not borrowers. So it starts with us organizing and financing. Now, God said that ask and ye shall receive. And so you might have was scrolling by this website, by the live, and was like, wait a minute. What is that CEOO behind? What are they talking about? And you stopped. And this was your lucky day, because she said, listen, girl, I know you want that house. And I know you got that vision board. And you all planning and dreaming for that house. But what have you actually done to structure your life to make sure that you have a deadline to your dream? See, we got dreams that die with us, but we got dreams that we make live as we are alive when we create steps, right? And so as Chef Ron said, imperative to your vision board. And so a vision board without a blueprint is what? It is just a fantasy. But it's your job to wake up. So when God gives you the people, $10 investment, save that hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars of credit thing that you have to fix by going step by step. So you don't have to go on nobody else's time. You can go on your own time, because once you download that $10 step-by-step imperative manual for your credit, it's done. And once you do it, it's done forever. And guess what? One good thing about that digital download, it is yours. You can keep it. You can go back and refer to it. When you pass this point and something else happens with somebody else, you say, girl, I know somebody. It's only $10. So don't give it away now. Make them invest their $10, because guess what? I'm not talking about you give it away. I'm talking about somebody who.
The people that buy it to give it to somebody else.
You send somebody, just like you say, girl, that Gucci shirt is cute. Go get you one. You don't say, let me tell you, I'm going to wash mine tomorrow and you can wear mine. And then, no, you go get a new one. So when we talking about content and intent, make sure you let them know. Go ahead. Go get you one.
Go get you one. Go get them nuggets in that book, because it's going to definitely show you the things to do to maintain your credit and improve your credit. And that's something that we definitely need when we're trying to borrow from people that have the money that we need.
Yes.
You know, they're going to check that credit. So and these are things in this book is telling you things that people ask me, the continuous questions that people ask me all the time. The main questions people want to know is in that book. So it's an ebook loaded with a lot of information that is detrimental to getting your credit together. So definitely is my number one bestseller of my digital products. I have 5 of them, and that credit ebook is and my business setup one is the most.
What's the business setup?
It shows you how to properly, when you want to start a business, this ebook will show you how to properly set up your business, from creating your business name all the way to having the right codes, NAC codes, SIC codes, setting up your LLC, whatever, through the Secretary of State, setting up your bank account, getting you
so all of those steps
is all in there.
And how much is that one? $10. You mean
$10. I take you step by step, tell you where to go to set up your business correctly and the proper things to have, so that when you're ready for funding, you are properly set up and you don't have to go back and change anything at another time. You're set up correctly from the very start.
Come on now, keep it simple, consultant.
Keep it simple. That's what I'm saying. Basic, simple instructions, right? Come on.
Keep it simple, shorty. The problem is you're
looking
for what you don't need. So that's a good one. Now, what's the third product you have?
I have a debt validation letter. So a lot of people are trying to clean up their credit. And a lot of things are sending letters, right? It's sending letters. And this is a debt validation letter, so that you are telling the credit bureaus or the debtors to validate this debt, right? So this is a letter that you can send them, so that you're like, no, you show me I owe this debt, right? You send me that paperwork back with the thing I signed, because y'all already know, like most collection agencies, for example, are buying your debt from the original lender. So no, don't be messing me up. So I don't owe you nothing. Validate that I owe you, because I don't remember signing nothing with you, honey. Okay?
So that letter is so key. Validation letter.
You know, it gets a lot of stuff removed.
And that thing only $5.
$5. Get your letter. Click on my link. Get your letter.
The link is right at the top of the topic. If you go to the top, right above our head, above the video, you go up there. You'll see there's 2 links that say ways to connect. That keep it simple. That link right there. That is how you get to the digital download place for you to find what. So you can go straight to the source, right to the page, and it'll allow you to look through those 5 different downloads to see what it is that you need. And this is how we, as we just said, this is how we support each other into their purpose, right? This is how we support each other, because it's just like we all need this information. And everybody's dealing with credit. The reason why I know, because everybody's trying to get a house. And if you ain't got a house yet, you dealing with your credit. Because what we can buy, we all know we go buy. So if we ain't bought it, it's because there's a step that's missing. So she's telling you that I'm going to give you step step instructions that are imperative to the dream that you have for yourself. And if you invest in yourself, come on now, the word is invest, right? So I have to put into me in order to get a dividend of multiplication, right? God said he'll multiply you. So it starts with you. You times any number is always going to be that number. So if she give you 7 steps, you times 7 steps is 7 times over, right? So that's how many times you'll be blessed when you stop and sow a seed into yourself. And so we understand about sowing a seed into the pastor. We understand about sowing a seed into our friends. We don't understand how to sow seed into our kids, into our spouses, but you have to sow a seed into you. You have to invest in you first so that you have the overflow for somebody else, as I was saying yesterday, right? It all starts with you. So what do you need?
That part. And it is the overflow, because that's what I tell people.
Good morning, boo.
Good morning, Melissa.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Melissa. That book, girl, is done.
Oh, you know what's so amazing about Purpose? I don't know if anybody knows, but when I was doing the book, because I became an apostle for my 42nd birthday, and that whole year before I became apostle, which was my birthday's in August, so August 6th to be exact. So it was like, okay, so here's the 6th, and I kept on saying all year when I was doing the planning for the Soul Tour, that the 6th was on the 6th day God created us in his image, right? Mm-hmm. On the 7th day he rested. So when the 6th day came, it was like, okay, so when I started doing What the F is Your Mustard Seed, I realized that it's about you, right? That your God piece. And so I wanted the whole book to be, price point at the 6. If you look on my website, I used to do everything for the 7 because I choose me. 7 is my favorite number. That's completion, right? Mm-hmm. And so as I was going through the seasons and the years, I came up with that new intention. So when me and Melissa was going back and forth trying to get the book up and updated, it was like, oh, he's going through step by step. And that's with the original one. And then finally, when it went live on before it went live, I had decided that all the price points would be at the 6. It would represent the 6, okay. Right? So when you pre-ordered it, it didn't matter. But now, that was that gift. So like the black and white copy is 24, right? That was the 6. And so the day that the black and white copy went live was on February 24th. The 6.
2 and the 4. Whoa.
The 6. So I was like, listen, something's happening. Something's happening. Chef Ron, get that joke.
On that right day.
Yes. So it was
on that right day.
That was the 26th. Remember, I spent all this time trying to get that. We was trying to get the color copy right and in the format and for it to get approved. So we finally got that message yesterday. So I was like, okay, this won't be the 6th. So it is what it is. So I go into my email this morning. Come on now. I'm going to tell you what Purpose looked like. And I got an email that said the color copy is now live and you can start, to order. It will be live for, the world, maybe in a day or 2, but I could actually order my, Purpose copy. And guess what time the email came in that I was live? I can't make this up. 5:01 a.m.
Girl, stop.
So I had already was like, okay, well, the color copy won't have nothing to do with the 6, but it's the same duplication. It's just copy. It's just the color version. So it's okay. I already got my 4+2. I see you, God. I see your stamp of approval, and I'll be God dog if that email didn't come at 5:01 because God don't play about me.
that number is all around you. That number is all around you. That many vacay is going good.
It's going great, honey. First night
in a different time zone.
we are an hour early, so that's how great it is because I'm up. And right now it's 8:07 for me. That means I was up since 6. Y'all time. No, I mean my time.
And you was up late. Because I was
up all night. Yes, I was up late. Chef Ron had knocked out. I was still up. I was watching that movie on Netflix, that new release. What was the name? The Haunted House or something? It's giving the Black Beetlejuice for me.
I can't.
I love Beetlejuice. That was one of my favorites.
I was watching that the other night, girl.
Beetlejuice? It's so giving a Black Beetlejuice. I love it.
Yes,
I really enjoyed it. Right now it's #1 on Netflix, so I think it's for the Haunted House.
Yes, honey.
Melissa says, yes, mustard seeds for everyone. It's officially official.
It's officially official. Mustard seeds
officially official. You know, is that
mustard seed?
It's that is that ooh. Ooh. You get that is that ooh. Officially official out here. Come on through. That's with determination.
They mustard seeds. Come on now. You get a mustard seed and you get a mustard seed and you
get a mustard seed and you get a mustard seed. So yeah, so that's the question. What are your dreams, and do you feel like you're being supported, or how can we serve in the support of you and your dream, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's like we need each other. As I often say, it's a relay race and somebody is relying on us. And you know what support does? Support holds you up when you just don't got the elasticity anymore. So when you need it, you can always pull into that thing, right? And so I think life is about being able to pull into that support system that God gives us to be able to continue to process, to continue to go. You see, you see how
I see him, girl. I said, okay. I like the way those came out. I was looking at. I was like, okay, yeah, come on now.
See, me and Key was out. I was like, girl, I think these gonna be the vacation nails. I think I'm a.
And they a good length too.
That's why I was perfect length for me, honey. Yeah. It's giving yes. It's giving. She got her nails done for $11. Come on now, y'all. I love a deal.
But while I was biting into that piece of chicken that Rondell was eating at the restaurant when he dipped that cheese.
Oh, that video! Like, oh my God!
I was like,
"Hello, Martha. Hey, Queen.
Good morning, Mrs.
Good morning. We were just talking about what the F is your mustard seed and how it's all life." So now I gotta since I missed, so now I guess the March will be, I think what I will do, I'm so excited.
This is Women's History Month, ain't it?
Is it? March Women's History Month? I think, every year I find out a new thing about the month. Where's that calendar from Melissa? I'm sure to tell us what this month is. But yeah, I think it is. Is it?
I think it's Women's History Month.
Don't start now, won't be none.
Come on now. I heard it on the radio.
Melissa though, right? Yeah. Melissa says March is Women's History Month, and Martha says, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Come on now. That's exciting. So that's perfect. That is perfect. And so we all know that the history of woman is to nurture you into purpose, is to support you into your dream, right? Because even the premise or the principle behind a wife is to be a helpmate, right? And a helpmate is support, right? It is the balance. And so to be supported in your dreams is to get balance with your reality, because the dream is the vision, is the thing that we dream, we desire. It is what God puts in us, right? What we want to be, becoming, right? That part. And so when we get to operate in that magnitude, when we get to operate in that capacity, it makes you feel like you make a difference. Because let me tell you something, every time I put on my bra, I feel like it makes a difference for my life. It supports me. Okay. That's what life is all about. And so it's like, how do we get the supportive people to actually show up? You know how we do that? By being supportive.
You be supportive and it will come to you as well.
Press down, shaking together, and running over.
Running over.
So when you start to ask yourself, man, I don't ever got the amount of support, I want you to stop. And I want you to, like we said yesterday, take an account. Because when we sit with ourselves, we can really change our own lives by being honest with our own blueprint, our own story, right? Because we get to write our book. And so when I sit down and I say, you know what, before I go in this pity party and feel like, oh, woe is me, the Lord, whoa. I'm always giving and giving and giving. I want to sit within myself. And then the first thing I want to do is ask myself, how have I given? How have I been given? At what capacity, right? What was the intention attached, right? When I was giving, was I saying, oh yeah, I'm doing this because when it's my turn, you're going to give it to me. That's the wrong intention. You don't give, it's a give to receive, not give in exchange. Come on now. Because the reason why we get caught up in what somebody ain't giving back is because we think it's an exchange. God didn't say it was an exchange. Can you imagine that God will be you? Do you think that God got that much time to be sitting there making y'all pour, two empty people just pouring back and forth? That's a waste of daggone time. He said, I'm going to let somebody with a bigger capacity pour into you, and you who has a bigger capacity will pour into somebody else, right? Because I'm not just got y'all swapping spit. I'm trying to make a difference. And so I don't need two of the same thing swapping each other. That's mess around. I need to dissolve what's in you that is not of me, so that I'm going to give you more of somebody else who's going to pour into you so that you have a reservoir to be able to pour into somebody else. But we're always waiting for the person that we give to give back, and we get in our feelings and we think we're not being supported in our purpose. But God said if there will be one.
And it might not even be from that person.
That's what I mean. That's the point. Because it probably won't be
looking for that person to give back, and it's like,
yep.
It's coming from
definitely may not
else.
be in the area that you wanted to be in because it's about your strong suit.
Yeah, that part.
And so I can only give of the places where my value is. That's why God said, I'm going to put y'all together. Because then if you got this and you got this and you got this and you got that, then guess what? Nothing else needs to be done. Everybody is masterful in the thing that they are divinely appointed and anointed in. And so when you are divinely appointed and anointed, then you're not doing exchanges, right? You're just feeding. You are living water. And so I ain't worried about it, because once I get to the next stop, God is going to say, oh my God, my child, I see that you are drained. You have given your last to that last person. I know you didn't have it, but guess what? Now you got somebody who got a 200-gallon tank, and all you gave away was 50, but God said, but you needed 100. So I'm going to like you gave away your 50 when you had 100. Now you down to 50. When you get to the next point, I got somebody with a 200-gallon tank. That's not only going to pour, I'm going to let them give you 100 because another person that got 1,000 is coming to pour into them. So now that I'm going to give you the 100, guess where you at now? Once you get to 100, the rest is overflow. So I give you 50 because God said I'll give you double for your trouble. Come on now. Yeah. So if you had 100 and went down to 50,
come on now,
200 that was going to give you 100. So now guess what you got? You got 150. You got overflow. Because you got to get to 100 to get over.
Pour into somebody else.
You get to pour because you gave and he multiplied. So sometimes we got to ask ourselves, are we not being supported because we didn't pour to be multiplied? So what accountability do we have to take for where we are and what we want and what we're doing? And so that's what it's all about. It's about saying, I'm going to take real inventory of my life.
Yeah. Be responsible. Take accountability for what you hold so that you could give to others without any thing of giving back, because it's going to come without you even realizing it came. But not the intention of thinking, oh, I need it from somewhere. Don't think about it. Just do you and give your overflow. It's going to come to you. Good morning, Facebook user. Who's that?
I don't know, but good morning to you. I can't see who be the
Who is that?
Good morning, Author Lynette.
Good morning, lady. Good morning, Author Lynette.
I know why people be scrolling in when we be already 30 minutes in, because our time be all over the place. It's catch us where you can. It's a double dutch. Our coffee and conversations like double dutch. You better get in where you fit it. But put them what? I'm the type of when you follow me, you got to put your notifications on, honey, because I don't even know. Say this how life be hitting, honey.
You just feel it. You just feel it and go on. Just feel it. Oh, she on?
Oh, she is.
Hey, Author Lynette with her today's topic, honey.
She needs to know how she coming before she make her first comment. She needs to know where.
Because I'm on it today. What we talking about? Supporting your dreams.
Are you being supported into your purpose? So that's what you got to ask yourself. Are you being supported into your purpose? Do you feel like you're being supported into your purpose? Yes. And if so, how? If your answer is no, how can we better serve you? How can somebody, what would be, if you could say, because we got to speak it. She said, hell no, I'm done.
Hell to the no.
Hell, what are you trying to do that you need help with, girl?
What do you do, Miss Author Lynette? We know you're an author. Come on, Author Lynette.
We know you're an author. I'm done.
Hell to the no. She said she done said it now. She ain't getting that support.
Well, and then it depends on what you think, what the support look like to you. See, like I said, a lot of times, most of the time we miss each other because of the definitions and what they mean to us, right? And so support can mean something totally different to another person, right? So we have to get alignment with our definitions so that we can relate so the ship can move. So being clear, right? So with the people that you would like to support you, it'd be like, you know what? Sometimes people be so busy in their life that they need instructions, right? You need to tell me specifically how I can better serve you. So because everybody is in their own dream world, their own dreamland. So it's like, okay, I need you to do one, A, B, C, and the third. Clear, specific. Because I think that's what relationships is all about, is getting to know each other so you can really figure out what skill set does this person have? How can I tap into their reservoir, as we were saying, in order to get the support I need for me to grow in this area of my life? And so be able to either invest in the help you need or just get perspective in the help you need, have those networking conversations. Sometimes you just need a group of dreamers, right? So I think that's why a lot of people started to get outside of their circles and started to network, right? Because remember what we said the other day, networking means, God said that we will be fisher of men. So anytime we're networking, it means the net is working. We are finding like-minded people. We are operating in like-minded spaces. We are complementing each other, because while we are enhancing each other qualities and even having like-minded, it gives a friendly competition. Because if you have nothing to actually drive you, sometimes there is a difference between envy and jealousy and driving, right? And inspiration, because somebody can drive you into purpose by just watching how they operate, watching how they show up, watching how they continue to reinvent the wheel, right? And then sometimes it can become something else. But I think that when we are actually intentionally paying attention to the things that are inspiring us, and we are honest with the inspiration and be like, you know what, when you did this, I like that. What did you do? Right? That simple communication. That part. Don't be afraid to ask somebody, what did you do?
Intimidated, or like,
of course, if you need them to do it for you, it's gonna cost. But just find if you can, if you're a quick learner. So it depends on where you are and what you have. But like I said, if we are bartering with each other, it doesn't matter. Because if you have this skill set and I have this skill set, then I don't have to worry about how much money I have right now. What I have to worry is about how can we exchange each other value to put the same value, because time is money. So all I'm going to do is take the money from the time I spent in order to invest it in what you have. So it's like the idea is up to you. You want to read what the Lynette says? Can you see it, boo?
Yeah. Okay. Author Lynette says, author, motivational speaker, podcast, entrepreneur, consultant, and producer, talk show host. That's what author Lynette does. She does all of these things. I have great mentors, great accountability partners. I just think my family and few friends are not able to keep up or handle who I am, if that makes sense. If you can't handle my spotlight, then put some shades on. If not, move out the way.
Yeah, I think that's a good point on the L, and that's sometimes is a big problem, because we get so caught up in family and friends. And let me help you out with that one. I always say, like, the family or friends are who God gives us to, learn to love, right? Because when we don't give a daggone, we move on. So it teaches us to grow our love. It teaches the patience. And sometimes when we're in business, we think that everybody are going to support us. But I was reading the Bible, y'all. I don't know how many of y'all read the Bible, but even Jesus, Yahshua, even he did not get the support of his family, right? Because at the end of the day, at home, they just saw him as a carpenter. because sometimes it's hard for you. Chef Warren gonna laugh, boy. Won't you look a little closer? I'm not the one I used to be. Come on now. I gave my life to Jesus, and he gave a brand new life to me. And so sometimes we are so caught up in who somebody used to be and what they used to do, or where did that come from? How can you have been putting down carpet and all of a sudden you a healer? You better ask somebody, ask who I heal. So sometimes you got to get out. I think they see you better through other people's eyes. And one of the things that I like that got into my spirit is you think they looking at you like with that stink face, but when you look at the sun, when you are shining, it is hard for people to look directly into the light. And so it's not really I don't want to do you. It's I don't know how to. I don't have, like you said, the proper shades on. So it's no shade. It's just I can't see. I can't see past the glare. I can't see past the shine. I can't see past these things. And so that's why God said you only need one. If you have all those accountability partners, trust me, those people will come later and be like, oh my God, because they're going to see you through other people's eyes. Jesus, family, friends, they had to see him through the world's eyes. They didn't get to see him through theirs, because sometimes we take advantage of the very things that we have access to because we have access to it. The people who don't have access to what you have access to appreciates things a whole lot more. That's like the person that's looking like at the car, like, oh my God, if I had that type of car, I would take good care of it. Well, no, God said that you're taking care of the car you got. So you're going to treat that car better because you think it costs more. But every level is at the level in which you can now afford. So it's still about how you take care of it, how you preserve it, how you support your own self. And so sometimes we want people to be more for us than we can be for ourselves. So sometimes God doesn't handicap us with family and friends. They're going to be your truth seekers. They're going to be the ones that make you isolate, because we spoke about the butterfly yesterday. And the butterfly has to isolate. The butterfly has to go all by itself in cocoon through all the shit it has endured in order to do what? In order to be the beautiful butterfly that it becomes. It has to get over the shit. It got to let it pass through. And then it has to morph into the becoming that God had intended when he told them to put them through those things, right? And so we may not know. And they may not know. But the thing about love is that love brings everybody back. Love takes you back to the beginning. It helps you see what the bigger picture is, because hindsight is 20/20. And so, yeah, we want them to have vision for us, but most people can't see what ain't already created. I mean, let's think about it. Until somebody paved the way, we couldn't appreciate what happened from day to day. And so it's like, it's important for us to be able to have the evidence. That's why it wasn't that they was whispering what Jesus did. It was because somebody said, let me tell you something, I touched the hem of his garment and I was made whole. Let me tell you something, we was at a wedding and they ran out of wine and he turned water into wine. These are testimonies. The money that came after the test, okay? It came after the test. It was the evidence after. So we got to be intentional that, they'll come after. So that's not your support system at all, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. They it might be the back end. And so don't let that be, if that's it, girl, you are far ahead of the curve, honey. Because let me tell you,
because that's
if everybody in my family supported me, I would have been a millionaire. I have a huge family. Huge. If everybody bought one book, I'd be a number one
money
right now. We can even organize everybody to support the one person that's doing great things. So it takes one person to get a thing together. It's like, listen, we see she out here doing it. I want everybody in the family, everybody everybody who everybody who knows her, everybody who knows this, go get a book. Because you can stand by the credibility, but that is a different level of support. Right? That's that Oprah. That's that Wildest Dream support. So I don't think it's so uncommon that what you're feeling, honey, God ain't picking on you. It's the price of admission. Because everybody who tells a story tells
everybody got that gripe, I think. Almost everybody got that gripe.
Everybody. So you listen, you being picked up, girl. You being picked up. Don't be intimidated by my success, my ability to be social, stand in the spotlight with me, and you might be surprised by who I am. Listen, they're gonna be surprised anyway. The Bible, basic instruction before leaving earth. That part.
Honey, focus on
You better speak, Apostle. Family will mostly likely only see the old version of you, not the God version of you. That part. They just don't see it. It's, you know, like I said, they said when Jesus is at the tabernacle, his brother and his daggone mother was outside. And it was like, oh, we are the family, let us in. You know, we want to see him. He was like, oh, they are not my family. You are my family. And so he has no, when they say he has no respect of persons, he respect the person who respect the person that he created. That's you and me. And so for our identity, we're not concerned about who's supporting us when the Almighty is the only one of the support we need, because everybody else is trying to figure out what he gave us. We are each holding a special master God piece, right? I say God is so powerful, he couldn't give all of him to one of us, so he gave a piece of him to each of us. I call it a God piece. And together we make the picture of God. So it's like, you don't need them to see you. You need to be you, so that when you form into the piece that it is, it fits in a puzzle that belongs to you, because everybody always gets it late. They get it because you created a visual. Remember, reality is the vision that you had, that you took out of your head and made sight so beautiful, because we get to see what you would imagine, what God sent through you. And so you are the visionary, you are the creator. So until you do it, it don't get done. So how do people look at things that they never seen before? They look at it confused. So it's okay.
It's okay. And don't stay stuck with people and places that you are trying to make sure they see. No, you get out of them, away from them people, and away out of them places, and you get yourself around strangers who see your value and who are waiting for your impact. That part. Flow on them, because don't worry about the people who ain't and who don't. You
don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Your money and your support is around strangers.
Yes.
It's not the friends and family. If you look around your thing with your business, what friends or family is there? Ain't nobody worry about them. You don't worry about the people who don't support you. You worry about and you find where the people are that will support you. That's wasting space and time and energy. About the people who ain't. I ain't even talking about people who ain't, because my focus, I'm being positive and motivated and talking about the people who are, and I'm seeking and searching. Where do they need me?
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl.
Where do they need me? I need to be around this energy. Oh, this is sucking me dry. I can't do it. I can't take it. Well, find the places and spaces where you can and will.
That part.
It's such a beautiful thing here, because that's the most great friends and family. Chabu. I am over the friends and family thing. Whatever friends and family, stay around them and don't worry about the other ones.
Yeah.
You will be
don't let it get you caught up, because it catches us off, because we get in our feelings. And that's why I say this is the year of the 7. 2023 is the year of the 7. We know what happened on the 7th. It's the day of rest. It's when God rested.
2023, the 2, the 3.
Yep. So that's the 7. So that's guess 7. What this year? This year is about resting and being enough. See, when God rested on the 7th day, he didn't rest it from work. He spoke everything into existence. So he rested in what? He rested in his thoughts. He rested in being enough in that, and saying that it is all is good, right? And so when we rest and being enough, it is what Sabbath means. Bathing, the bath, bathing away the saboteur, because Sab is a root word to saboteur. So on the Sabbath, he bathed away the saboteur in him, because I am that I am. And any doubt is fear, false evidence appearing real. But we got a new way to fear. Forget, escaping, and rise. And so what I want you to understand is that the doubt is who you can't be. But God said that I am all things. So when I bathe away the thoughts, because we are 70% made of water. Water holds memory. So we hold our trauma from year to year to year, because every 7 days we haven't honored the most precious gift that God gave us, which was honor the Sabbath. He was so powerful that even he rested on the 7th day. Who do we think we are? That we are above God. And so if God showed the blueprint of what it requires to be enough, to be able to be a creator and stand in that creation, and not care if not a daggone other person co-signs you when he told you what to do. And I can assure you, you got one. So he That's why God didn't say find 3, 4, 5. He said with 2, 3, or 4 more gathered in my name.
What the church say? Will there be one?
Will there be one?
Will there be one?
Then it is so.
Come on now.
So we got to operate in our so and not our no. So we are operating in our no when God said it is so. And the reason why you're operating in your no is because of the defeat that happened as you were building. So yeah, them 6 days while you were created, you were going to go through those insecurities. But on the 7th day, when you didn't release all of those doubtful things that you had, those fear-rooted expectations for tomorrow, afraid of what can happen, instead of knowing that you got the power to create whatever you want. And if you go in with that power, who can hold you back? And so it's like really believing in the power of your words, because if you don't, you lose the whole essence of what it's all about. It is to speak into existence the things that you want, that you desire, that you believe, because you get to create it. Faith, freedom after insight to higher self. I get to do, because faith without works is dead. That means somebody got to be hired. It's the you. You are the creator. He gave you dominion and power over all thoughts. So the question is, what are you thinking that got you sinking? Good God Almighty. What are you thinking that got you sinking? Don't start, no, won't be now. Go ahead, Kia.
What got you?
That's why I like butterflies. Let's get to these comments.
What? Yes. Author Lynette says, I thank God for my accountability partners, my mentors, because I would not be where I am today. I would have nothing, because I was now family and friends to be the reason why I crashed and burned. Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
That part.
Yep. That's a Oh, yes. I got people to scare my. Oh, I got people to share my books or scare my books.
That probably share. Share
my books that think they're in it. Well, my thing is like this: by the book, we don't get a refund, but it's not about you.
Oh yeah, people are scared. See, that's what happens when people know that they have wronged you. If they scared what's in the book, honey, that means you got to take a deeper look. Do your work. If you scared what I got in my book, then you need to take a deeper look. Okay. Don't be scared now. Don't be scared. Should have said sorry.
I came to bear it all.
Sorry already. Yeah, you worried about what I put in my book. Should have took your time to fix that. Now listen. Now may the best story win. Nah.
That part.
Write your own book, girl. Write your own book.
It's my story, and I'm telling it. I'm telling my story. Y'all tell y'all own story. They gonna know what my side is.
They gonna know my side. You gonna know my side.
She said,
Author L. Go ahead, Kia.
That is pure facts. That if all my family members bought my books, I would be a millionaire. If they bought into my businesses, I would be a millionaire. That's why I don't depend on family. I have a few friends and a few family members that will support me. But I don't bank on anybody anymore. Been there, done that. Correct. Keep on moving. Keep going.
And that's why you keep on finding, you're going to find people outside in the world. That's what God said. If you can make them a believer, guess what? The family will be easy. They are your tough walk. They are the thing that prepares you for the world. I'm sorry. They just are. So when you go through all of that from the people that you love, isn't it easier to deal with the people that you don't know? It won't hit you as hard. So for us, it's painful, but for God, it's preparation, because he don't want to break you when you arrive. So I got to equip you, right? And how do you equip something? You put the things in them. You equip them with the things that they need for where they are going. And so it's like you went through that thing and you didn't understand why did he put me through it? Because he was equipping you for tomorrow, for where you were going, not where you're at. So we continue to know that we are becoming, but we forget when things are not actually evolving and at the magnitude that we think it should. And so, right, you already got the equipment. The question is, how are you working what you got? And don't take it personal, take it process. Don't take it personal.
It's a process, because think about it like this. Wouldn't that be just too easy? We could all be millionaires if I keep saying a million people cash app this $1. A million people, we'll all be millionaires. That's too easy. If all your friends and family actually, you could be a millionaire, but that would be too easy. Ain't nothing gonna be easy. You got the process, going through the process, getting from the valley to the mountaintop is a process, and it's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to teach you some things throughout the journey of going through. It's never going to be easy because there's some things we're supposed to learn. Yeah. And if it's easy, you ain't going to learn it.
Not
so
a
it's kind of saying thank you for it not being easy, because I'm going to learn some stuff about me. I'm going to learn to do some stuff. It's so much stuff to learn. It's going to test your strength, your mindset, all of that stuff, right?
All that good stuff.
You keep getting the yeses and never get the no's, that's like a spoiled brat. You're not going to be a spoiled brat. You're not going to do it.
Monday, you going to pull a card here today?
It's supposed to have a challenge to it.
It's supposed to have a time to it. Author L says, where there's no vision, the people will perish. Come on now, that's word. Don't assault God by dreaming little dreams. Dream big dreams, and he will make it come to life. Period.
Author L, yes, say that.
But you know what? I want to take out make it come to life. You are life. And he sent us to create the things in life. He said, my will in heaven be done in earth, right? The same will. And so if that was his intention, then we are the life that make it. So when it comes to life, it's because we are operating in a belief system that says, this is who I am. This is what I do. I'm not asking for permission. I'm letting you know who I am. And so sometimes maybe we're like, could you, what did Chris Rock say? You don't get no results with that nervous act. Can you? Could you? No. Be stern in your asking. And so if these are family members and you feel God said, okay, well, maybe I got to build your asking, because when you go in the world, you're going to have to ask. So it should be easier to ask the people you know than the people that you don't. So the question is, how many people in your phone do you ask? You pick up the phone and say, listen, I could really use your support. Do you mind? I'm going to send you the link right now. Can you cash at me this? Will you take the time to call every person one by one and make them accountable? No, we want them to see us and just do what we want. But God said that you heard what I said every day. You don't run to my plans without all that extra one-on-one conversation. And you asked me for it. And I'm like, well, what the heck is taking you so long to pick up what you asked for? So I think that we have to be intentional that the least we can do is stay on top of them. So if you feel that you got a group of people that should be supporting you, then make it your business. So look, as I say, God be speaking through me too. It's like I gotta listen to myself. So
call them out. You gotta call them out.
I got a Zoom meeting, and it ain't for my birthday. It's for my book. I'm giving birth to a book. This is my Zoom meeting. I want everybody in the family on. I need a mass email. I want to see y'all on. I want 100 of y'all in the room. And when I'm finished, I'm going to drop what I got, and I'm going to say the link is at the top. Support your family, right? And so this is what we got to do. We got to stop waiting
you precious doing
to seek us and tell them where we at. Ask for what you want. God said, ask and ye shall receive. Don't assume, because everybody's not thinking like you. And we make an ass out of ourselves when we make stuff personal that ain't personal. It's process. And the person that's getting processed is you. So God said, I'm processing you to be able to ask. I'm processing you to go in a group of people and make the call. I'm processing you, but you got to be processed. So sitting back complaining ain't process. Process is doing, being, taking the hard nose until you get to the one firm yes. So that's the process. I had to stomp on the grapes. Then I had to strain it. Then I had to pack it in the bottle. Then I had to let it sit for it to have value over time. And so these are the process of things that we don't show respect to. So I think that it's really about us saying, listen, this is what it is. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to say, and stick to it and hold your people accountable. I am going to be in this season because God is saying what the F is your mustard seed. So don't say who won't do it. Make them do it. Ask them. I don't care if you got to ask them 1,000,000 times, and you go ahead and ask 1,000,000 times. Get on their nerves. Get on their nerves and watch what he does. So
at the end of the day, once the family and friends do support you, okay, let's say they got the book, they on the pocket, whatever. Okay, now what? We're done with the business. The family and friends that supported us. Next.
Yep.
We have a world of strangers that's like, well, outnumbered friends and family anyway.
Yep.
Around the world. So at the end of the day, the friends and family is not even your whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a little portion. And if you stuck with the little portion, look at the whole big other people we're missing out, which are the strangers. Mm-hmm. So that's the work. It's not.
That's why Jesus went so famous. He was famous before there was paparazzi. They was chasing him around. Paparazzi was created when Jesus hit this earth. They was chasing him around, lowering people through They was cutting the roof off the damn house to lower people down, lower them into the get healed. Come on now. So that's big time famous. They were speaking at a high level.
Fans are strangers to superstars. Okay, we are all strangers to these people. I ain't know Cardi B cousin. I ain't know Michael Jackson cousin. Come on now, the strangers.
Come on now, say it again, Kia. We ain't related to none of these people we invested in. We don't know Gucci. Never met
him. I don't know Guess. I don't know Versace. I don't know Red Bottom shoe. I don't know these people.
But we supporting them. Strangers.
Friends and family. Who? What? When?
Gucci probably
Gucci probably sending friends and family money, honey. You need to get them fans. You need to find your tribe and make them fans, okay?
That part. A fan is going to take you. That Kardashian did not get those money from their siblings. She raised from her fans. So that's why, it's up to you to make the impact. And then they'll be like, oh, you know what? They kind of fly.
And your family could have money. Stop right there. The family could have money. It's not her. She don't need no money if that's the case. She wanted to do it on her own. She ain't looking for her friends and family. They come from money. They are money.
Yeah.
I need my own money, so I'm going to get my own support system, go out and find strangers to support me because it's me, and I'm going to let them know why they need to support me. And they got money. So it's this. Yeah.
It's this.
That friends and family's been out the door.
That part. It looks like we got one more comment to read.
Okay. Oh, we are out. Okay.
Yeah, we up.
Woo, we up. I know in the words, God save revenge in this mind, says the Lord, but just that little bit to see folks shake and tremble when I speak. When my books come out, I give my tips. I want them to say, oh my God, what did I say about her? Did I treat her bad? Oh my goodness, what did I say to the following other people? I'm loving it because 9 times out of 10 it's not about you.
Yeah, it's never about you. It's about what you do. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Happy anniversary. Chef Ron can blow me kisses right now from over there.
He said it's an hour in, girl. Let's go. It's early. Get back in this.
Could any good thing come out of Nazareth? What? That's what they were saying. She probably.
That's what
they right. That's why they didn't see the healer that he was for the world, because that's what it say. Could any good thing come out of Nazareth?
That part.
You showed them it can. Can any good thing come out of Queens, Brooklyn, New York? Of course they can.
I could show you better than I could tell you.
Because you are a good thing. So I'm gonna open a page for today. We almost out of here. We're gonna end this thing. Hey, boo-boo. Loneliness. I don't know what this is about, but I guess that's what the word is for today. Let's see how it compares. Teach them to obey everything that I have taught you, and I will be with you always, even until the end of this age. Matthew 28:20. Mm-hmm. The Lord is near to all who call on him. Yes, to all who call on him in truth. Psalms 145:18. Even if this is what he's talking about. Even if my father and mother abandon me, the Lord will hold me close. Psalms 27:10. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6. How amazing it is to remember I am never alone. You are my constant companion. You are always here to help, guide, and comfort me. Only you can take away the ache of loneliness. Lord, the closer I am walking with you, the closer I'm walking with you, the fuller my life becomes. When you feel lonely, can you turn to God and ask him to surround you with his presence? So today's topic was, are the people around you supporting you into your purpose? And God said, I'm the one who gave you purpose. And so as long as you cleave to me, I promise you, you will have everything you need in order to create the reality that I gave you. And so this is it, right? And so you feel alone. And that was so perfect because most of the conversation went to the loneliness, right? Being isolated, going into a butterfly, not having a family and friends that you think should be your number one supporters, be on the front row screaming and yelling. Before is an Oprah. Before you are the Precious, before you become the Nakia, before you become the Author Lynette, before you become that Faith, who is seeing you before they see you? God always sees you before they see you. And so if you got God, who else do you need? So God said, I don't care about who ain't there. I've been there. And
I need is me, boo.
Good God.
I'm the man.
I'm the man.
I'm that man. You don't need nobody else but me.
So Kia,
you got me. You got everything you need.
Y'all see my shirt? Ooh, yes, honey. Yes, honey. So Kia, I'm going to use my right hand and my left hand. This hand over here is your card. This hand over here is my card. So we're going to smooth it around, smooth it around.
Move around, girl. Move around.
I'm actually closing my eyes. So I'm going to pull this one.
Okay.
And this one. Did I say this one yours?
Yep.
Okay. Eyes was closed, y'all. No cheating.
I'm on your right? Okay.
Yes.
I'm on your, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one right here.
All right. Ready?
Ready, set, go.
I am amazing and I am joyful. Yes.
I am amazingly joyful because I know I got the support of the Lord no matter where I go. So if it not be you, if he be for you, who can be against you? Who?
Because that's the number one person you put on your side. Shoot.
So I am amazing because I live filled with joy, right? And I have peace because I know God's got me. And if God's got me, nothing else matters. And so that's what you got to remember, that as long as God got you, you got everything you need. You got all the support you need. The only person that has to support you into your purpose at that capacity would be God, because he's the visionary. He's the one that set you on assignment. So it is your job to get in alignment through your relationships. The relationships you have put you in alignment for God's assignment. How else would he get it out of you? He got to mold you. He got to shape you. He got to take you through. And that's what the journey of I Choose Me is all about, right? So without further ado, we want to say we love you guys. This has been an amazing, amazing, amazing hour of coffee and conversations.
Yes.
Came out of Southern Maryland too. Come on now, Queen.
Come on now, Queen.
You are amazingly joyful no matter who don't show up.
You
because
are,
the person that
yes,
showed up
you
did.
are.
And that's a word, honey. We're going to cure loneliness. Stop feeling like you isolated. God is turning you into a butterfly. Don't complain when you alone. How the hell you going to become a butterfly if you with everybody else? You get to morphing like that, they're going to kill you.
Your wings is trying to release and you keep trying to be around these people. You got to get by yourself for them to transform.
You got to let go. And so as always, don't forget to hit the link at the top. Connect to us in two different ways. You can connect to the Healing app. You can connect to financial literacy to get your life in alignment so that you, with CEO over here, Ms. Nakia Grissom, you'll be able to not only build, look at that blueprint you made, your little visionary boy, but you'll be able to go through the steps to be able to create it as a reality. And so all roads lead to you. Remember, it is a relay race and somebody is relying on you to turn your heartbeat into a soul beat in order to leave your soul print, because the fingerprint tells us what you got wrong in this world, but the soul print, it tells us what you got right, and what God got right is you. And so I want you to remember, we don't compete. We complete each other. And the important of those two words is the L, and L stands for love, and love grows everything. So just remember, you can never, And I mean never turn on anybody else's light. But you can provide enough light for them to find their switch. So stay lit in this world so somebody can find their way out of the darkness. It is your responsibility. The ability of measurement of which you can respond. Don't you ever forget it. So we love you. Anything you want to tell them, Kia?
Don't you ever forget it.
Don't you ever forget it.
With us and wake up and
make today count. Remember, love grows everything. So love yourself first, okay?
First.
See you guys same time tomorrow. Bye-bye.